Today I spawned into a brand new world with one goal: survive and build a place to call home. But this isn't just any world, it's my forever world. The idea is simple: one world, no resets, and I just keep building it up over time. And while I've got a lot I want to do here, getting started was a little rough. Oh my, I'm so dead. But with all that being said, this is how it started. Alright, so this is where we're starting off. I think our main objective right now is to kind of just look for some wood, some trees to cut down, though there's literally none around me, so let's really quickly run over here. I think our main goal should be to find a good area so we can bunker down and build a starter house and get that fully built. I've also haven't played on this version of Minecraft actually. There's a bunch of horses over here and let's go, bro. In all honesty, a village can carry your world like in the beginning. I'll probably come back and kill these guys as well. Quick little side note, I'm not any type of Minecraft expert or some kind of hardcore professional. I'm actually pretty casual with the game. I'm like pretty average. And hey, keep this between us. I've actually only beaten the Ender Dragon like one time, like officially, and it was with my friends. And I actually even recorded it, so you gotta see that now.
I got an idea. Hold on.
Why did you put a bed next to me, bro?
I got it.
Are you gonna die?
I got it, boys. I got it.
So yeah, that happened. But anyway, let's get back to the video. I still can't believe we found this so quickly. Let's pick up all this. This is definitely going to be useful for making bread. Alright, I'm gonna just go ahead and loot these houses really quick. Let's see if we get a diamond in here. Alright, we don't get a diamond, but we do get some iron and a helmet. We'll go ahead and put that on immediately. I do think that is it. Alright, let's just make some bread. Alright, we got a stack and a half of bread now. Okay, also did manage to find some potatoes, which is also pretty essential. We're kind of surrounded by like a tundra biome, which is not my favorite. Whoa, this is freaky. Yo, this is crazy. Alright, so what we're about to do right now is actually get ourselves some spruce logs and hopefully some saplings as well. Spruce trees are actually really easy to farm for me, so yeah, so right here I'm kind of just running back and forth between these two spruce trees. I did end up getting around 3 saplings. Definitely not enough, but you know, it's alright. Also, did I already mention that I like really dislike this biome? Alright, we did manage to get a couple saplings, but not enough for a full 2x2 tree. We're definitely just gonna go to bed now. Alright, it is morning. I think at this point we should probably try to get more tools and some armor. I think I see a cave over here, so I think I'm gonna... a ravine. Or do we go to that one over there? Probably this one, right? Actually, I think there's no... I see some materials. I think I'll just come back for those later. I'm gonna just go into this one. This one looks a little bit more promising. Alright, so first off, let's just get some coal so we can make some torches. Alright, that's pretty much all the ones I saw. One thing I was wondering when planning this video out is if I should play with shaders or non-shader Minecraft. I personally play with shaders because I think it just looks really good. If this video does well and you're watching this and if you want the video with shaders, just let me know down below. I'll definitely play with some shaders. I really do like it. Alright, I think it's time that we at least make some stone tools here. Alright, we could make a shield or I could make a pickaxe. I'm honestly gonna do the pickaxe. Alright, I think it's time that we go down there and get as much loot as we possibly can. First things first, I'm gonna just clear out my inventory. Alright, I think we're pretty much set to go down there now. I really wish I had a shield. Also, before I forget, let me just set my spawn point just in case I die down there. Alright, and honestly. I am going into this cave, kind of just collecting all the coal and iron that I see. The main goal is to come out with at least a little bit of diamonds, though I am kind of risking my life a little bit. There's a lot of creepers in this cave. Yeah, so as I'm encountering these creepers, I'm starting to kind of regret not making a shield, because I get pretty close to dying from all these creepers showing up. Here I'm building a bridge down into a big old cave that I did see, and it does go down pretty deep. I see a lot of iron and coal, which is good. And yep, those are more creepers. This creeper's already trying to kill me. Am I dead? Light this place up a little bit so they don't spawn. Whoa, are the bats purple? Oh, that's so cool. Get this XP. No way. No way. Our first diamonds of the world, guys. This is crazy. Come on, let's get a bunch. Okay, that's already 3 confirmed. That's a pickaxe. Alright, we ended up getting 4. Not bad, not bad. Alright, guys, not even 5 minutes. Honestly, not even 2 minutes later, I found another little vein of diamonds. Let's go ahead and mine these up. So far, this is going pretty well. Are diamonds really this easy to find in this new update? Alright, we found more diamonds, but let me just kill these creepers really quick. Alright, honestly I should probably just stop. Alright, we're dead. Like, there's just no way. I'm getting absolutely chased down right now. I saw lots of diamonds over there, so I need to kill these skeletons like now. I'm dead. I literally have no armor on. These guys are doing extreme damage on me. Alright, yeah, I gotta chill. Like, I'm actually I'm overdoing it. Alright, I'm dead. I actually might die. Okay, let's just say that luckily this is not a hardcore series. Otherwise, I don't know what I don't know. It's just, it would have been over, I guess. Can I not die right now? Alright, we managed to get back to our stuff. Though we did almost die to this. I'm dead. That was a little stressful. I honestly did not know if I was going to find my way back. While I was on my way back, I actually did see a diamond, so it's even more diamonds we're about to get. Okay, so we just made it out the cave. This is our loot right here. If I'm being completely honest right now, this is just a massive W. Like, I got way more diamonds than I expected. I honestly only expected around 3. To my surprise, I ended up with 27 and almost a full stack of iron. So this mining trip was just extremely successful. I did end up smelting all this iron. Let's go ahead and take all of this. Okay, let's get out of this little cave thing and start looking for a place to build our starter base. I should have probably settled down with some armor and tools before I went out, but it's alright. I'm sure we'll find a place quick. I do see some villages here. This is not the one we were just at. Let me see. Yeah, this one is different. I'm trying to see if this is a good area to build our base. I also don't really like these little caves. But what I do like is having these villages really close by, because then getting villagers to our base isn't that much of a hassle. There's a child in this one. Alright, so it is really good that we know that the village is here. I'm a little bit conflicted. I don't know if I want to build in this area. The thing is that, like, this village is really close by. Okay, so I think I've made up my mind. I want to build our starter base right here. Honestly, this back area is really ugly, but we'll end up fixing that some other time. Okay, I genuinely almost died. Oh wow, look at these pigs. These ones do not look as great. Okay, yeah, so right here's where I want to build my house. It is a little bit flat. Wow, I'm getting kind of overwhelmed by all these different textures for the mobs. Alright, so I did end up making my mind, and I think we're going to build our starter base here. It's not the best looking area, but I think first thing I should probably do is go ahead and chop these trees down. So let me go ahead and do that really quickly. Alright, I did make the upgrade to a diamond axe, and honestly, this is way faster. This feels amazing. I'm gonna be done in no time. The only bad part is I do kind of have to build up every time I cut a tree down because it is a little bit too high up for me. We're kind of just waiting for these trees to fully break down. Get all the saplings from it. I also added some dirt, a little bit of terraforming here because it wasn't really looking that great. Alright, so we're done lighting the place up a little bit. I'm thinking of having our house along the side of this little hill. I do really enjoy making my houses underground. It just feels a little bit easier than making a whole exterior. So I think what we're going to do is do a little mixture of both. Have an outside portion of the house and then an underground portion of the house, and I think that will look very good. But for right now, I think we should probably go to bed. Okay, perfect. And we do have a little turtle friend. Don't know if he's gonna stay here. If he does, we will end up naming him and keeping him forever. If you guys have any name suggestions for this turtle, drop them down below in the comments. I'll go ahead and name him whatever the top comment says. I think I scared him off. He'll come back, guys. He'll come back. Just drop down some names in the comments. Top comment will be the name of this turtle. Alright, but it has come to that point where we have to build our starter base. We've been kind of homeless since the beginning of this video, and we've had to sleep outside for a couple days now, so I'm gonna try to chef up some ideas real quick. Okay, and here's the layout of the base. I did make it a little bit too big, or too wide I guess, but I think I have a good idea of what I'm going to do with this much space. But yeah, I'm liking the position. Oh my god. Yeah, so like I was saying, I'm actually really liking the area that I chose for this starter base. I think it's time we start making the exterior, so we can have a roof over our head and everything. So let me go ahead and get that done. Alright, so I finished up the base of the house, just kind of the floor and everything. This is what it's looking like so far. Nothing too special yet. I did want to make the walls out of oak wood, so I am going to go farm up some oak wood really quickly and come back so we can finish up the house. A little update, I'm probably like 50 blocks from our base, and there's a village, so I just keep getting really lucky. I'm actually stoked. I'm back. I got everything I needed. I'm gonna plant these just so I can continue to farm them. Alright, I'm gonna build up the walls and the roof. So for this build, I decided to go with something a little bit more simple for the layout. Nothing crazy or overly detailed. I know a lot of people go all out on their first starter homes, but I just wanted something that works for just right now. I didn't plan much ahead either, which you'll probably notice. You'll see me disappear off screen a few times. Yeah, that's me realizing I didn't have enough cobblestone, and I kept heading back underground like multiple times. I definitely didn't come prepared for that part. And yeah, being honest, I'm not super happy with how it's looking so far. It is kind of just plain right now, but I do have some ideas to clean it up and add a little bit of details that, you know, give it a little bit more life. This is just really the outer shell. I'm kind of treating it like a rough draft, and it'll come together more over time, probably. Okay, so this is kind of how it's looking like so far. It's honestly not that good looking right now. It's looking really plain. I also don't like this front area. I feel like it's too flat, but we will add details like little flowers right here on the side and maybe some bushes as well. But right now I've been meaning to fill this out. So right here is kind of a little box, but down here I wanted to add some storage. So let me go ahead and do that. Alright, so now we have a little storage area, which is very neat. I feel like we should probably tidy up the outside before we do anything else on the inside. So let me go ahead and do that, but I need some materials first. I know it's pretty far, and honestly it doesn't look that good. But like, you can see our house from across the lake, I guess. I see the vision. I think this is gonna look pretty good once it's done. So kind of what I want to do for these is like, alright, so now we have that. We could place our, actually I feel like this might look kind of good. Put a red flower here. Alright, that looks pretty good. There's a creeper coming, so I'm gonna just... Alright, we had to kill this drowned, because... Alright, then there's our little turtle friend. Yo, what's good, dude? He just doesn't like me, huh? Alright, we could add some fences down. Makes it look a little less flat. I just feel like I have to add something up there. Maybe something like this. That might be it. Wait. No, that won't work because this one's taller, so it's gonna look a little weird. So I think we just had to put it on top. Okay, I'm liking that a little better. Maybe make this whole thing out of spruce. Wait, I might be onto something. That looks so bad. I'm trying to think, what can I do to make this like any better? Maybe if I add this. We gotta add some leaves here and there as well, just to make things look a lot nicer. Okay, well, first thing we have to do is obviously change the door because it's not really matching the vibe. Okay, yeah, these barrels, yeah, they're just not it. I mean, I'm kind of messing with this. Alright, I know it's looking weird, but look. We just gave the house warts. Genius, I know. Okay, you know, actually, I think what it needs is more grass here. I'm liking this a lot more. I think maybe we might need like a little, what is it called, skylight? I have no idea. Now, would it look better with glass panes or glass blocks? I might be making a horrible mistake here. What we gotta do is add a block up here and here. Alright. Hold up, I think we fully cooked. I know it's super messy and ugly, but I was kind of going for that vibe anyway. Alright, so I just made a diamond shovel so we can kind of make a path this way and also in the back, but... Alright, we even put down some flowers on the sides so it looks pretty nice. Did want to look at this in shaders really quickly. Yeah, I'm actually really liking this. This is actually really, really nice. Alright, so yeah, honestly it looks really bad when I compare it to shaders, but alright, so I am liking it a lot actually. I'm actually really proud of myself. All that's left is honestly to just build the inside. I'm gonna just do that really quickly. It's not gonna be a lot since I don't really have a lot of resources yet, but we're gonna make this look a lot better than what it is right now. Okay, we did kind of finish up the interior. We do need one more thing though, but I'll go ahead and show you this really quickly. This is kind of what I have so far. I made like a little loft up there, but right here is just the main area. Storage, 4 furnaces. I have the brewing stand right here, which we can't really use right now. And right here will be our stone cutter, and in this spot will probably be that one table that upgrades your armor to netherite. Then over here is our storage area. I do have a couple things in here already. And then up here, obviously the loft is kind of just where I'm sleeping at the moment. It's pretty cool. Got some extra storage up here as well. This is temporary, of course. I do plan on expanding this house even bigger. But like I said, we are missing one thing, and we do need to kill some cows for it. So, all right. Next thing we need is some obsidian and some diamonds, and then we go ahead and do this. Place diamonds here, grab a book and put it up there, and we get an enchantment table, and we place it somewhere. You know what, we'll place it right here. Anyway, so yeah, so I think we're gonna put it right here. Yeah, just have the stuff right here actually, and I think this is the perfect spot for it. Obviously we cannot afford to make any bookshelves at the moment, so right now it will just have basic enchantments, level 8 enchantments, which I don't think is worth investing in. That is something for next video to explore, and I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. we kind of did the interior of our house. We got the enchantment set up, and I think next video we'll go ahead and get fully enchanted armor and tools. Obviously it'll be a little bit basic, so that is something we'll be doing in the next episode. So if you guys like this video and want to see more from me and see way more of my Forever world, make sure you guys like and comment. Make sure you guys comment down below what you guys want to name the turtle, and I'll make sure to put the comment that picks the best name on the screen next video. Again, make sure you guys like and subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys next week.